Hey folks, day 13, the love and gratitude compass. Let's get stuck into it. You know, when you feel love and gratitude for all things in your life, do you think you're at your best? And what about the people around you? So that's what we're going to be working through today. It is the formula for what you do to make sense of your mind. And most certainly, it's a formula for what you do to make sense of your mind and not enter the world of self-fulfilling prophecies. Your surefire method of staying on track and achieving your goals with this set of tools to add to your toolkit already. What have we seen so far? And also how they work for you or against you. So far we've got internal versus external reality, being able to distinguish the difference as in your world, the mental mind map versus the real physical world and what is possible and out there to help you to get from A to B. Collapsing the field. The next set of tools to add to the kit, not allowing perception from past negative experiences to collapse the field of infinite potential. Seeing the subliminal, how not to be influenced by advertising and news and to take control of your mind. So here we are, the love and gratitude compass. This is, how do you create your mind? Because your brain is actually not your mind. Mind is software and you write your software. You set the intention with your purpose and what you are going to do. Also, have a think about the London cabbies, the taxi drivers, and how unbelievably plastic our mind is, how it can grow and change shape according to what we need to use our mind for, and their extraordinary knowledge of every street within the largest, most connected city in the world, London. Mind follows experience, obeys decisions, never forgets, and runs almost automatically. Can you relate to that? Your perception of reality is that once you decide it's a certain way, you don't forget that, you know. You see a snake, oh, you freak out. You see a rugby team that runs out full of big fellas and you go, oh my God, these guys are going to smash us. Also, most of the time, we are not in the present moment where our mental mind map takes over. And I mean, think about the last time you drove to the groceries. How many cars did you see? Most of the time, we are literally on autopilot, and that's okay, but it's important to know the difference. However, that doesn't mean that when you do master this, that you're not going to keep losing your car keys. That will just happen sometimes. Hopefully, you won't leave them in the ignition or in the front door, like one of my colleagues the other day. Hey, Susanna. Now, look at this. I just got laid off again. I think I should start my own business. This is the mind at work after a bit of a setback. So, do you have the will to become an entrepreneur, a millionaire, have that vision and strategy, and take specific actions to get that result? And then, of course, you have a judgment of your result. Who are these guys? The sheeple. But you see, this is what happens. Most people inevitably do this. Something goes wrong, judgment comes in, judgments are influenced by the herd, the sheeple. We saw the slide before. Where are they? And mum and dad, the well-meaning mum and dad and brother, spouse, and the really critical person that we pay a lot of attention to and respect that can really freak us out. Maybe like this lady, she just knows everything. Oh, everyone is out for themselves. You can't trust anyone. So then your mental mind map, your mental mind takes over. Therefore, you're ignoring the real physical universe where you go into, I need to protect myself mode. Head off, bail out. I won't do the robot noise. That could be annoying. So you have decisions, and naturally, based on the way our minds work, we go into, I need to protect myself mode. The self-protection mechanism has been triggered. I need to protect myself. And this will activate multiple protection mechanisms to head yourself from failure. What are the reasons? You can't lose credibility, time, money, relationships. And the urgency factor is super high. And normal people don't become entrepreneurs, and you're just the average bear, aren't you? And the objective, of course, is to keep from failing. You must not fail. and also operate within that certain safe set of boundaries and parameters. Make sure I'm safe, realistic, only do things that others agree with, look for guarantees, risk nothing. Don't do anything out of the ordinary. And then you'd access your own knowledge banks to assess the risks. And what are they? Past experiences. But you know what? Past experiences are not assessing the external things out there available to you to get from A to B. So then we look at relevant information. Uh-oh, making money's bad. You can't trust business people. It's risky to spend money on a business. Anything over what I'm currently making is out of reach. And then the subconscious self-destructible methodology kicks in. You know, movies over and over again brainwash us to see that it's business people that murder more than drug dealers and murderers. And people don't question the context. You can't trust business people. You spend 30K on a business. Why didn't you talk to me? Oh, but you bought a car. Well, that's fantastic. What did you get? You know, can you see the difference and the stupidity behind that? You know, it's going to take you 5 years to make your money back in a business. Now, again, this is the subconscious self-destructible methodology working through you. And you are literally self-sabotaging. You either are not talking to the people or the right people that you need to move forward. So you then create a self-fulfilling prophecy, which is just not healthy. And what are the recommendations? Don't proceed down the path because you need to protect yourself, the second protection mechanism. Protect myself, I must succeed. What happens when we don't program our minds? What happens then? Well, you start to look at other options. You think, jobs are actually unsafe. You know, isn't that fun working for somebody else? Why don't I become an entrepreneur? Succeed as an entrepreneur, pursue things that I am passionate about, find a business, build it, quit my job, expand, invest my money, become a mogul. Where are you looking? Into your mind and not the real physical universe is a mistake. So look into the real physical universe. Access the knowledge banks to find opportunities. Okay, you can do that too. Oh, and when you do that into your mental mind, business have risk. There are no guarantees. Everything costs money. These things are things that need to be learned. I have to do something. I can't keep doing the same things. So you started to go through this information. I mean, you can't keep doing the same things. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And then we have this thing, counter intention is born. Now, what is counter intention? I guess it's doing the opposite to what you want to do. So what happens here? You need to protect yourself. You head off failures. You must succeed whilst denying yourself your true dreams. And then, of course, actually you have this battle within your mind. I need to protect myself. You don't want to make mistakes. But the other side of you is saying, I need to do something. And the struggle begins. The insanity. I mean, do you ever get in an argument with yourself? Imagine you're a kid watching yourself. I knew you were crazy. Look at that. The battle continues. Operation Vitality Drain will commence in 5 seconds as the mental mind takes on the real physical universe and your interpretation of it. Again, you need to protect yourself. Don't make a mistake. But the other side of you is saying, I must take action. Something has got to change. I'm not happy where I am right now. But then there's this, I must, but I can't. And it creates an internal tug of war. I need to figure this out. Again, don't make a mistake. I must take action. I don't make a mistake. I must take action. Everybody needs to think about it. I am me and I already know. Think about it that way. If I engage a mental machine, you don't make a mistake machine to assess the situation. Why don't you do this instead? Look for yourself. Know for yourself. You see, successful people make quick decisions. Unsuccessful are constantly second-guessing and procrastination. Decision is proactive. Something new will exist because of this. Whereas above that is this circular reactive thinking. You see, at the end of the day, nothing will change if you stay in your comfort zone. So if that's the case, what are the odds of success? Why do I get sleepy every time I think about starting another business or a business or my first ever business? I've always worked for somebody else. Oh, it mustn't be the right thing. And then all of a sudden, the patterns of repetitive thought and mental machines that you are employing overtake. But you know, this is not thinking. It's past conclusions that this Joe citizen, average Joe, has made. Then he goes, screw it. I'll go and buy an ice cream. You see, possibilities and conclusions cannot coexist, and the material mind operates on those conclusions. You must take yourself away from that and look into the possibilities, the infinite possibilities. You see, many conclusions can contradict each other and have no real basis in fact. Come from this instead. Spirit. You see, spirit operates with possibilities, appreciates everything, and expects nothing. What a great way to live. Let's get into part B next time. Next up.